Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. If you're new, welcome in. As you've seen from the intro, today we're going to use some oil pastels. This is something that I think that a lot of colorists have, but probably don't use a lot. I didn't use mine very much, but I have been, because I figured out how to blend them with good old Gamsol. And you can use, these are, what are these things called? Rubbing tools. And I've got a whole thing of my blending stumps over here. If you watched, wait a minute, yeah, I think the video before this one is going to be how to use Gamsol, but Gamsol is not the star of this show. The star is the oil pastels. Let me set this down here. This is, what are these? These are the Pentel. They're kind of little. They're like crayons if you've never seen them before. And then, no idea what this brand is. I took them out of their original packaging. And they're now in, I know this is going to be really glary, but this is what the Master's Touch colored pencils come in. I think the 48 set from Hobby Lobby. But we've got all these wonderful colors. But we're going to take these little ones out here because these are the colors that I'm fixing to use. Because we're going to make a galaxy. Or we're at least going to try. So move that over there. I thought I was all organized, but I feel like I'm very unorganized now. You move over there. We're going to be working on this side. Here's my little trusty thing that I keep my Gamsol in. All right, yes, you can see. Okay, and as you can see, I started earlier. And this actually down here is colored pencil. This is, like I said, it's colored pencil. It's this one here. Prismacolor 208. And I love the darkness of it. I don't think I've ever used this color. And I've been trying to use more of my longer colored pencils because clearly those are the ones that I'm not reaching for. So trying to make a conscious effort of using those. But I did a, you know, just a little wash of color over here. And I've never done a galaxy before, so not sure how this is going to turn out, but we're going to see. But I'm using, they don't have colors. There is a number on there right here. And if you can see that, well, I can't, so I can't tell you. But I'll hold it up so you can see. 2 purple ones. This one's a little more blue. White. I can see that one, 29. Pink. 15. I think that says 13. That's another shade of purple. Another shade of pink, 39. And black, 28, I think that says. But, and this won't be the last of this page that you see because I've got more ideas of what we're going to do with these little goody things. So the scariest color to me is black. But let's see where we're going to put some black. I did put some up here, so I should probably have the black at the top. So I'm just gonna, the thing that makes these hard is they're flat. And it's difficult to get into little nooks and crannies, but we're just gonna go for it here. And I already got a little bit on the tree, but it'll be fine. We're not going for a masterpiece here. We're just trying to have fun with the coloring supplies that we bought and don't know how to use. And it looks scary at first. It does look scary. We're gonna put a little bit of black there. Then we're gonna go into the, wait a minute, let's see, which purple's the darkest? This one. We'll put a little bit of purple. And you just color it on. Like I said, they're like crayons if you've never used them. Very waxy. And I swear that I don't know how I was trying to blend these things before. I know I tried with my finger. I mean, you can do that if you want. But I couldn't get them to go smooth like this and blend. Am I doing this right? I don't know. I'm just all about trying to have fun. No stressing with this. It will turn out how it's meant to be. And then another purple. But there's no wrong way to do art. Just do whatever you feel. And I'm gonna go really light with this one, the lightest pink. And it doesn't look pink because I'm coloring over blue, because it's literally blending in with the pencil. Okay, here's the scary part. Let's get a clean blending stump, a little one. I think these are called like tortillas or something like that. But you get them with a blending stump. Yeah, I'm just kind of dipping it in the Gamma-Saw. And we're going to start where it's light. And we're just going to blend it in. Smooth it out. Oh, I didn't say what book this was. Nightfall by Maria Trolle. But I did get a little bit right there. Try to use the other end of this blending stump, not blending stump, rubbing tool. This part's harder. And sometimes you can erase with it. But we're blending. I maybe didn't need to put that layer of color pencil underneath here, but you live and you learn. See, I really do want to use the blending stump. It's just a little bit bigger, but I think I can do it. Yes, it's much easier. See, it's moving it. I want to keep that light there. I just got a text message and I don't know if my phone is in view. I hope not. I'm not going to color these. I'm going to put something else on there. Y'all will see in a future video. Let's bring some of it down. Okay, not so bad, not so bad. I know it looks crazy because it's not done. I know it looks crazy. Trust me, it'll look better. And see, there should be some light. Like I put pink over here, so this part right here should be some pink too, right? Let's do that. Had some blue on it. And like I said, it's mixed in with that blue pencil underneath of it too. This freaked me out the first time that I ever used these, and I put it on my paper like this, and I'm like, oh my God, look how terrible it looks. See, they keep, there's blue on it. Let's see. We got a trusty baby wipe. Not that it matters. We're mixing all the colors together, but yeah, it's just blending with the pencil underneath. All right. For anybody that uses oil pastels, can you sharpen these? Like, is there a special pencil sharpener for them? Because that'd be great if they were pointy. Have I got you in frame? I think so. Let's get some white up in there. I wanted to put that right here. I will blend this again, but I want to make sure I keep that glow around this thing. We'll do that after. Let's put some of this up in here. I feel like I'm in kindergarten. And let's go to this one. Purples, pinks, blues. We don't even have any blue, do we? You know what? Let's grab a blue. How about that blue? Which color is that? Looks like it says 52. Let's put some of that in there. We'll add some of that up in there too. I've seen some people do some beautiful galaxies, but I've never attempted it until right this very moment. I've got things rolling all over the place. All right, blendy blendy time. Get this baby wipe over here. Let's use a clean one. think I'm gonna have to put some more Gamsol in here. Just a drop. This will last me a month. All right, oh, we didn't color right here, did we? Let's just color it white and see what happens with that. Apparently it's gonna be blue. It works though. And we're just gonna blend it all together. Just like so. I'm gonna add so many embellishments to this. I love this book because it lets me be creative. And it just feels so freeing. It really does. Just let loose and use my stuff. Don't have to be afraid about messing up the picture. Because if I mess it up, I mess it up. You know, it's a coloring book page. It's not that deep. There's a little tiny spot. Lift some of that pigment, put it in there. Do I have this? Yeah. I'm forgetting that I have to have this in a certain spot so y'all can see. As soon as I get done blending this part, I'll show you what my plan is for the rest of it. This little white piece doesn't always work to get it off there, but sometimes it does. You just need something skinny enough. You could use a Q-tip too. You know what would be great is they've got little itty bitty tiny Q-tips for nail work, like that clean up just like right along the edges or whatever. They're really small and meant for really small places. They would be great for using something like this in small spots. And you don't have to use Gamsol. I think I have blended these with baby oil before, but not with a blending stump or a blending rubbing tool, whatever this thing is called. Never one of these. These are awesome just because they're so spongy and they make things so much easier to blend. I'm concentrating. And and it's hard to concentrate and talk at the same time. Because I'm trying to get right up there. Yeah, I let these oil pastels sit on my shelf for a very long time without even touching them. And I was just sitting coloring one night. I believe I was blending something with this Gamsol and these rubbing tools. For some reason, I started thinking about my oil pastels, and I said, hey, you should be able to blend those really easy with this. Guess what? You can. And I have got some of the color over onto the flower, but like I said, it's fine. I don't know what y'all think. Cool? Not cool? Does it look yucky? I'm trying not to make mud. That's what I'm trying to not do. And I should be okay with these colors not making mud. Now you do have to picture this with like stars and that kind of stuff in the background. This is too light down here. You think so? You think this should be darker? I think it should be darker. Again, I want to keep some of this light around these little flying objects. Somehow I want to give them the illusion of glowing. All right. Johanna Basford did a really cool galaxy in, I think, Rooms of Wonder was the book. There's a video on her channel. She did like a live stream. And it was awesome. It was like the little space room or whatever. It doesn't look random enough to me. Am I in frame? I think so. This is colored pencil up here, but we're going with it. And yes, I have got some of the blue on the white up here, but like I said, it's going to be fine because we're going to add something else to that. Not in this video, but in a future one. Because we're just going to have all the things. See how that kind of erased it? Neat, huh? Now I like the way this looks. It's more uniform, that's why. I'm sure of it. Isn't that a beautiful blue though? And it like matches this one. Well, it's a little lighter, but you know. Let's pick up some of that blue and bring down here. I'm not chaotic enough to make a galaxy. Maybe that's a good thing. I'm gonna clean this off a little bit. Now this is where we did the other one. This looks so saturated compared to this one. Just gonna scribble it a little bit. Yep. We'll erase. I don't know if that's what that's supposed to be for, but it's what it's for me. Okay, we got that part done. I may end up speeding some of this up because this is taking me way longer than what I thought it was going to. We're going to use black. Oh, and I do have a plastic sheet underneath to protect the other pages. And let's put some white with it. We'll get some gray up in here because it's supposed to be random, right? And then let's get some purple. Oh, so little space. And you can go right over top of what you've already blended. That's a lot. We're gonna put some pink back up there. Maybe you should wipe it off, like, you know. As you've seen, I was muddying up over here. Try to, it's not competing as much with the colored pencil, but it still is. And I'm not pushing hard on these or anything, just, you know. They're very pigmented. That does work for an eraser. All right. That's pretty blue again. I'm cleaning off my ribbon tool here. And it doesn't matter if I get it over here because I'm gonna do the same thing, obviously. Just trying not to get it on the objects. I literally took some of the colored pencil off. And this may not have been the smartest order to do things, because as you see, my hand is moving across where I've already done this. So if you tend to be somebody that smudges your colored pencils a lot, if you're right-handed, start on the left. If you're left-handed, start the other way, because they will move. And they'll move to all the places you don't want them to be. And we're bringing some of that darker stuff down in here. And this is colored pencil right here. But we can move that too. I need a clean, try to get that off of there. Hit white. Bring some of that colored pencil out here. Come join out here. I did not color in there yet. Let's get this really dark spot done. Even though I don't have anything underneath of this page, I'm gonna take the chance and just go ahead and bring it over there. I think it'll be okay, just that little spot. Okie dokie. Now, we just got one more spot right here for this page. This page, I'm not going to do this page on camera because this video will be forever if I do both pages. But I'm going to try to get this done before the end of the month. Which color do I want over there? I'm gonna go for this blue again. Yes. I'm going to try to get this page done before the end of the month. So it will be in my finished pages for May video. And hopefully the whole thing's done. I've been working on this this double page spread like all month. But I'm still liking the picture, so I don't mind. What do I put over here? Some pink. More text messages. Nothing dire. Let's see how this turns out. You know, blending stumps used to be my thing. I loved them and used them for everything until I found these. I should be sponsored by these things. I do like them. We are getting there. This one's much lighter, which was intended. I'm trying to be more random with it, but I don't know. I can still picture it with lots of glittery things on it, and it's gonna look cool, right? That's my hope anyway. All right, what do you think, y'all? Is it a galaxy? Can you picture the other side being all galaxy? Because down here, on this side, there's a lot of little, see, like down in here, this, I'm probably gonna use this, I'm gonna use the colored pencil down in here again. But in here, I will bring this over into here. But there we go. That's our galaxy background with oil pastels. Tell me what y'all think. Do you have oil pastels? Do you use them? And do you like them? Let me know in the comments below. If you made it this far in the video, I appreciate you very much. And I hope that you have a good morning or afternoon or evening or whatever time it is when you're listening to this video. And until next time, y'all, I'll see you later. Bye.